So, today I'll be talking about Leavanny, the first bug type and dual type, grass and bug type, final evolution introduced in Gen 5. It's also the final of 3 bug-grass Pokémon introduced in Gen 5, the other 2 being its pre-evolutions Sewaddle and Swadloon, the latter of whom evolves when leveled up with high friendship. Leavanny is also the final bug-grass Pokémon as of the filming of this. Its previous BYC dates are August 21st, 1997, June 11th, 2000, April 2nd, 2003, January 21st, 2006, November 11th, 2008, September 2nd, 2011, June 23rd, 2014, April 13th, 2017, February 2nd, 2020, and November 23rd, 2022. I love that Leavanny takes care of its pre-evolutions, particularly Sewaddle, even giving it its first set of clothes. This is rare to see in both the Animal Kingdom and bug Pokémon. I also love that, despite its clearly feminine appearance, it can be male or female, which I feel reflects how times have changed, even in the 14 years since the first games were released. Where mothers used to be the primary caretakers, now fathers are also expected to take care of their children, as well as showing they can do things that, in the 20th century, were made stereotypically feminine for some reason, like making clothes. Thanks to the substitute videos, I most know Leavanny as one of the Pokémon of Ash Ketchum in the Gen 5 era of the anime, as well as a few later appearances. Anyway, let's get into the Bulbapedia article. Hello and welcome to the Bulbapedia section of the video. Today we'll be talking about Leavanny, the nurturing Pokémon whose number is 0542. This is what it looks like. Its type is Bug Grass, ability Swarm or Chlorophyll, Overcoat is its inability. Gender ratio is 50-50, catch rate is 45 or 11.9%, breeding is a group bug, hatch time 15 cycles, height is 3 foot 11 or 1.2 meters, weight is 45.2 pounds or 20.5 kilograms. Base experience yield is 225, loving rate is medium slow, EV yield is 3 in attack, shape is that, footprint is that, Pokédex colors yellow, and base friendship is 70. Leavanny is a dual type bug/grass Pokémon introduced in Gen 5. It evolved from Swadloon when leveled up with high friendship. It is the final form of Sewaddle. Biology: Leavanny is a thin, yellow, bipedal insectoid Pokémon that resembles a leafcutter ant. It has a broad, split leaf around its large, round head and has long antennae that end in semicircles. Its eyes are red with no apparent sclera. Its tiny thorax is dark green and its long abdomen is yellow and covered in a green leaf. Its hands are long and leaf-like with a bite taken out of each. Its upper arms are also leaf-like but with a vein of yellow at the top. Its hips are wide and its slender legs are yellow with dark green, thick segments around its thighs, making them appear armored. Leavanny's arm blades are powerful enough to slice through a tree trunk with a single swing. It generally lives in forests. Leavanny is very parental and uses its cutters and the sticky silk it produces to create clothing made of leaves for small Pokémon. Leavanny is known to make warm wrappings for young Sewaddle. It also warms its eggs with fermenting falling leaves. While usually gentle, it will attack anyone or anything that harms young Pokémon. Sticky silk produced by Leavanny in Pokémon Adventures. Capturing a Galvantula here. Evolution: Leavanny evolves from Swadloon as the final form of Sewaddle, so Sewaddle, Swadloon, Leavanny. Game data, NPC appearances, Pokémon Mystery Dungeon, Gates to Infinity. Leavanny is a minor character and one of the residents of Post Town alongside her child, Swadloon, and became concerned for Swadloon when it went missing in Flora Forest. Pokédex entries in Gen 5 Black. Upon finding a small Pokémon, it weaves clothing for it from leaves, using the cutters on its arms and sticky silk. White. It keeps its eggs warm with heat from fermenting leaves. It also uses leaves to make warm wrappings for Sewaddle. Black 2 and White 2. Upon finding a small Pokémon, it weaves clothing for it from leaves by using the sticky silk secreted from its mouth. In Gen 6, X is Black 2 and White 2's entry, Y is White's entry, Omega Ruby is Black 2, White 2 and X's entry, and Alpha Sapphire is White and Y's entry. In Gen 9, Scarlet, this gentle Pokémon has strong protective instincts. The leaves on its arms are sharp enough to slice a thick tree in half with one stroke. Violet, it fashions clothing from woven leaves. Though gentle in disposition, it will show no mercy to foes who target young Pokémon. Leavanny in the Kitakami Pokédex has a full evolutionary line image. You get Sewaddle, Swadloon, and Leavanny here. And of course, Leavanny is leading them. Game locations. Side game locations. Held items in Black, White, Black 2, White 2, Sun, Moon, Ultra Sun, and Ultra Moon, and as the Mental Herb 5% of the time. Stats, base stats. Compare Gen 5 to Gen 6 onwards, so
HP 75, that stays the same. Attack 103, that stays the same. Defense 80, that stays the same. Special attack 70, that stays the same. Special defense 70, that went up to 80. Speed 92, that stays the same. This one has a total of 490, and this one has a total of 500. Type effectiveness, damage normally by normal, ghost, steel, psychic, dragon, dark, and fairy. Weak to flying and fire for 4, and poison, rock, bug, and ice all for double. Immune to nothing, resistant to fighting, water and electric for half, and ground and grass for a fourth. Learn set by leveling up. We'll do this move reminder and this evo here, and then move on. So, by move reminder, it gets bug bite. Upon evolution, it gets slash. 22 struggle bug, 29 fell stinger, 32 helping hand, 36 leaf blade, 39 x scissor, 43 entrainment, 46 swords dance, 50 leaf storm. By TM, we're skipping. By breeding, we're skipping. By prior evolution, Swattle and Spotloon give it sticky web and flail. Side game data, you got all this. Pokepark 2 wanders beyond at the Pokepark pageantry. She serves superior. She likes to chat with Lilligant after work. She treats Swattle like her own child. Got all this. Evolution data, Swattle, level 20, Spotloon, level up with high friendship, Leavanny. Sprites here, so a lot darker colors. That's the main difference. Looks like the green is also, like, the darker green for, like, the body and the legs is also a little different. Then for the shiny, the primary green is sort of lighter green. The darker green is a lighter green, like a kind of like the other green, the other lighter green of the original. The main body is more of a gold. And I think the eyes are more of a pink rather than a red. It's interesting. In Gen 6, you get the models. Pretty good adaptation, I'd say. Makes the leaves a lot darker for the shiny. That's interesting. And, yeah. In Gen 7, not really much changes. Homes, you get these models. Animation, Leavanny and Pokemon Journeys the series. Ash's Leavanny is the big one. Got all this. Pokedex entries in Black and White, episode 18, and Ash's Pokedex. Leavanny, the nurturing Pokemon in Swattl's final evolutionary form. Using sticky threads that come from its mouth, it makes clothes for Swattle by sewing these together. Black and White, episode 74, in the same Pokedex. Leavanny, the nurturing Pokemon in the evolved form of Swatloon. When Leavanny finds a small Pokemon, it makes clothing for it with its arm cutters, using leaves and sticky silk. Pokemon Generations, Leavanny, and Pokemon Generations with Berg. In the manga, Leavanny and Pokemon Adventures. In the TCG trivia, Leavanny is the only Pokemon that cannot learn Sticky Web through level up when its pre-evolved forms can. A Leavanny with this move can be caught in 6-star Terra raid battles in Kitakami. Origin, Leavanny has the characteristics of several insects. Primarily, it appears to be based on a bipedal Phylidae, but like its pre-evolved forms, it may also be based on the silver spotted skipper and weaver ants or leafcutter ants. It also shares some characteristics with a praying mantis. Its general body structure is also similar to that of a Chorodotis mantis, which also have laterally expanded thoraxes and abdomens. The way it weaves clothes for other Pokemon from leaves with its sticky silk may be based on a tailor or a fashion designer. Its leafy dress, collar, and pan sleeve arms may be based on fashion in the early 1600s. Because of the way it acts towards smaller Pokemon and its baby, Swattle, could also be based on a human mother. Name origin, Leavanny is a combination of leaves and nanny. They also derive from Leavanna, the ancient Roman goddess of newborn babies. Komori may be a combination of ha, leaf, haha, mother, and Komori, babysitting. And other languages, related articles, external links. Let's move on.
Now let's watch Leavanny's first scene in the anime.
Hello and welcome to the anime portion of the video. Today we are watching episode 675, Swaddlenberg in the Pinwheel Forest. In this episode, Ash Ketchum, the main character's traveling companions, Silent and Iris, as well as his faithful Pokemon Pikachu, and Iris's Axu have entered the Pinwheel Forest, where they have met Berg, and as well as a Swaddle. The Swaddle has fallen into a river and about to fall down a waterfall, and Ash has saved it, but they're all still grinning towards the waterfall, and Berg is sending out his Leavanny.
String shot! Leavanny! 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 All right! Thanks a lot.
Okay, I would say that is Leavanny's first scene in the anime. Let's move on.
Now let's see why other people love Leavanny. Now let's look at fan art.
Hello and welcome to the fan art section of the video. Nobody's sending fan art, so instead we're looking at DeviantArt fan art. Those of you aren't familiar with the series, what we do is we go through these images until we find an image that doesn't contain a Leavanny. This is 0542 Leavanny by Bloxibles. I'm pretty sure this is just the official art. This is daily random prompt. Someone is bugged. May 3rd by Siberian Thing. It's this AI art of Leavanny. This is Leavanny Gen 10 by Steph Kiroz ZZ. This interesting art, a lot more anthropomorphic Leavanny here. Very interesting. This is Leavanny by Sanguine. It's this more anthropomorphized Leavanny here. Interesting. This is Pokemon OCs based on some L4D2 mods by me and ETV. So we got Chuck, there's a male Leavanny here. A lot more anthropomorphized, I guess. It's got like a trucker hat and a flat shirt. Then I got Cyro, the sort of mobster looking Archeops with the axe. Very interesting. This is Leavanny cut by Hoey Chum. So we've got this Leavanny here. Looks like it's using cut. A couple done cut. Yeah, very interesting. Very well done. This doesn't contain any Leavanny, so we'll move on.
Thanks to everyone who submitted fan art. I won't be streaming tonight as I simply don't have time. Tomorrow I'll be talking about Bulbapedia. As always, this is my proper outfit and you'll see me tomorrow.